How do you get rid of moss? We're getting that question a lot here lately.
Have you? See, I thought we'd turn the tide. Recently I Googled how to kill moss and I got 3 million hits, but then I Googled how to grow moss and I got 18 million hits.
Uh-oh, that's telling us something then. People are growing moss.
People are growing moss because, as you and I know, to grow grass, you're going to have to change those conditions entirely.
Got to.
Moss loves compacted acid soil and shade, and turf grass hates all that.
Yeah.
So you've got to drastically change those conditions. I understand if there's a slippery area, maybe a little patch in your turf grass that's ruining the perfect look that you want, then iron sulfate or copper sulfate will kill that moss. So
I actually have a little moss in my backyard. It doesn't bother me one bit. It actually, stays green. Kind of looks like grass almost.
Beautiful.
It's nice. I've been out to Diane Mauchi's place.
Yes, Gardens Oive. It's fantastic.
Looks nice.
I send people out there when they want to get rid of their moss because I think I can convert them within 5 minutes of getting out of the car. It's just like, oh my gosh. And remember when you were a child and you went out in the woods, where were your magic places?
Yep.
Always the moss.
Places with a moss hung out. How about that? So what, you just keep the leaves off of it for the most part?
That's the real trick. If you already have moss there, it wants to be there, and what will smother it is leaves. And if you just blow the leaves off, or they actually sell special bamboo rakes the Japanese use for getting, for moss gardens. And moss garden has gotten to be real big.
Okay. Can you start moss? I'm glad you brought that up because you read a lot of crazy stuff on the internet about buttermilk. Buttermilk, I've seen that.
Throw moss and buttermilk in a blender.
In a blender, I've seen that same thing.
Well, you're destroying the moss structure, really. I mean, you can crumble it, certainly, if you maybe hit it just a pulse or two, but you don't really need to do the buttermilk. That just adds a little bit of acidity is the thinking.
Oh, okay.
But no, you just crumble it over your bare areas and keep it moist and shaded, and it will spread and fill in just fine as long as you keep the leaves off. The buttermilk thing might have one application, and that is if you're really wanting to age a piece of concrete, maybe a statue, make it look old, or an urn, then the buttermilk might make that kind of cling a little bit and help that moss to adhere. But you could do the same thing by putting that pot under a damp, shady bench and encouraging some moss to get on there, and it'll spread quickly.
Okay.
Moss likes high pH soils.
No, opposite.
Low for soils.
But doesn't sulfate lower the pH?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of it will kill it.
Oh, not too much. That's like anything.
Yeah.
Just knock it right on out.
Yeah, just like water. You know, too much water, you will die from it. It's called drowning.